Motherfucking mini episode. Mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode.
Well, I don't really care what people say. I don't really care what them want do. Still, I got to stick to my girls like glue and might not play my number two. There it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Gentiles, and little mamas alike. Welcome to another phenomenal episode of My Momma Told Me,
the podcast that dives deep into the pockets of black conspiracy theories.
And we finally worked to prove the conspiracies that you, the listeners, have at home. It's a motherfucking mini episode. Yeah.
And come on, Sean Paul, he had us gripped as a nation for a minute.
Sean Paul. Yeah, no,
Sean Paul.
He had it, man.
Come on. I loved it.
We got an email from a person named Jordan.
You want me to read it? You
can read it. You're welcome to read it.
No, it's okay.
The subject line is no teeth. No teeth came from Jordan.
Yeah, so we were like, as a huge Obi Trice fan, Langston was like, let's check this out.
I'm not going to lie. When I see someone say no teeth, it's the first thing that pops in my head.
Is that Obi Trice song?
Is that Obi Trice song? Him saying,
got some teeth?
Got some teeth. And I don't know any other Obi Trice music. I have no other commitment.
I know, I bought the album.
Damn. Was it worth it?
Bro. Yeah, Obi. I'm not gonna go too into. Obi Trice was a good rapper, bro. He just got fucked up because nobody could exist under 50 Cent, and it was the same time period. Obi Trice, if you go back and listen to, is a good rapper.
Here's what I'll say is that I do remember people saying that Obi Trice was like, because he came out of Eminem's camp and then sort of like attempted to thrive, to your point, at the height of like 50 premiering. And I don't think he was D12 Olivia, but he was like D12 adjacent. D12 was a bunch of dudes. I think it was 6 of them. And then Obi Trice was like another homie that wasn't technically D12, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't like D12. I liked Obi Trice.
D12 was funny, but I didn't necessarily think that they were great rappers, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you didn't want to listen to Obi Trice or D12 songs.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't know any besides my band.
Yeah. No, yeah, and the Purple Pills. I knew that song, and I like that song.
Oh, I remember that.
And the fat one, who I thought was like going to be the fun guy, ended up becoming like a murderer.
Really bizarre?
Yeah, I thought he was like the silly one, and he was apparently a very violent man who killed people.
Well, that's the thing about being fat is people think you're supposed to be hilarious, but you might just be a bad guy sometimes.
That's true. I think maybe that was me being a little, I guess, prejudiced. I just assumed he'd be jovial and kind, and instead...
Yeah, because you see him and you're like, what a good guy.
Yeah. It's like, he wouldn't hurt anybody. He's so cuddly.
And I want to speak up. There's a lot of bad fat guys out there. I don't think people really understand.
Look, I'm glad you said it because I wasn't going to say it. Those weren't words you were going to get me to say out loud.
It's just like anybody else, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of bad ones.
Yeah,
Quit thinking fat guys are hilarious. They might beat your fucking ass.
Yeah, fat guys and real hard to take down in a fight. I've been in a couple fat guy fights, and them punches feel like they don't work.
I've been exclusively in fat guy fights. I've never done anything else. That's the good thing about why it's so much better being a fat guy than a little guy.
Yeah, no, you didn't bounce. Them punches bounce off.
Yeah, and there's like some weight to it. I'll throw you in a trash can, but a little guy, you just got to be little.
Yeah, no, you got to really train to survive as a
You ever seen little guys fight when they're so fast, but it's not doing anything?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, poor little guy.
You watch those like
so fast.
What's the tiny guys in boxing? The miniature fellas. and they'll be hitting each other, and them punches don't fucking do nothing.
No.
Not like little people. I'm not talking about the little people like fucking, circus boxing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that's what I thought you were talking about. I mean,
like featherweight boxing matches where like it truly is just like the tiny fucking men who like are very technically sound, but like never knock each other out because it's just not possible. Their little fists just can't do it.
They're just so light.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to play, like, sometimes we'd play fight night and we would be featherweights, and that shit would get, because, like, if we're talking about fights, I want to see two big old slabs of meat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I want to see two big, huge knuckle dragon. That's what I want to watch. I don't really care.
That is the part of slavery that I did agree with, where I was
whoa.
If you're going to own two men, you got to make the biggest ones fight each other. You got to see how that plays out. What are you going to do about it?
It's not just with men. I believe it with animals. I believe it with monster trucks. Like, it's all things. I want to see the big ones go at each other.
Yeah, you got to see. You got to see the green machine run over a bunch of vehicles.
I want to see little guys jump and dance and things like that.
Yeah, get thrown in the air. That's always fun.
Yeah, I was a big Nate Robinson guy.
Oh, that was fun. It really did. There was a part of me that like really never fully recovered from him getting knocked out by Jake Paul.
That was the problem. He shouldn't have gone to fighting.
And maybe this is similar to how you felt. I just, for my entire life, have genuinely believed that professional athletes were a tier above average humans. Do you know what I mean? Where it was just like, he's an NBA player. And not only that, he was an exceptional NBA player for his size. I just presumed that his physicality would be just a tier above any regular motherfucker. And then him like getting the athleticism would transcend. Yeah. Was just like, it wasn't that he lost the fight. If he lost, and whatever, they just in decision were like, Jake Paul punched him in the head more times than he punched Jake Paul. Fine. I can live with that. But him getting fucking like sunk was, man, disturbing to watch, bro.
I mean, but here's part of it is like, man, I hate to be this guy.
Yeah, no, tell me why Jake Paul deserves more of our adoration.
I just know. I think he's a step above like an average person as far as athleticism goes.
It seems
I don't
that
think
way
he's
now.
a professional fighter by any means or anything like that. But I don't think he's a bum off the street.
No, I think that's become clear now that Jake Paul does train really hard and seems to be a skilled fighter as it relates to boxing. Not necessarily to your point, a heavyweight contender by any means, but he ain't no fuck around as as person. That said, when he knocked out Nate,
they say you don't sell no tickets though.
Jake Paul.
That's why Dana White won't let him fight people. They say you don't sell, like his fan base is all kids. Kids don't buy pay-per-views and shit like that. They pay for the room for the fights, and they don't really. That's just what I heard on the internet. Anyways, let's get to the SEMA. I don't.
Well, let me just finish this thought. I think Jake Paul then was not what we know him to be, right? Like that, he knocked out Nate Robinson in like his second or third fight, and that then we were like, well, we could bring in any black man and he'll beat his ass. And then he knocked out Nate Robinson, and we were like, this might be our nightmare. This might literally be the worst thing that's ever happened to black people.
Yeah, it's not good if we lose fights to anyone, let alone.
I'd say so. Yeah. I agree with that.
It's not great.
It's not great.
We gotta. I still love Nate. That being said, keep your head up. Seattle, Washington legend.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rainier Beach High School. If you ever want to come on the pod, Langston isn't into it. I'm into it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to talk down to you when you come on the pod because of how little respect I hold for you now. But yeah, please.
To come on the pod, you have to fight both of us.
And buddy, I got a good chance.
Oh man, we're gonna get beat up.
I'm not saying I'm gonna win, but I think I get a good fucking hit on you.
That's all I really ever want, man.
Yeah, I just want to be able to say, yeah, but he stuck him pretty good.
Yeah, you got to know you fought me, and that will be okay.
Yep. Should we get to the email?
Yeah, let's get into it. Why not? We're warmed up.
It.
All right. This is from Jordan. Hi, Langston and David. Not a conspiracy, but something weird my dad told me was to give me a girl with no teeth.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you heard right. My dad told me this when I was 6.
Fuck. A little early, Jordan.
I randomly a little early to tell that. I mean, it's the only time. It's the last time in your life where it's gonna. No, never mind.
No, you have teeth by that point, and frankly,
yeah, I was confused. I don't know how kids.
Even if they didn't, it's a little early to have an opinion on what to do with that mouth. But yeah, no, I hear you.
It's also a bold commitment for. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Well, he told me this when I was 6. I randomly remembered this well into my 20s and got to ask him about it before he passed. He just shamefully hung his head and whispered to get head.
Oh no! On his deathbed, no less.
Why was that the question you asked?
You didn't understand what he meant the first time? You're like, before my father dies, I must ask him, what did you mean, Papa, when you said get a girl with no teeth? And he was so ashamed that you didn't understand that he had to explain it. And he said, son, to get head. And then he passed. Shortly
and then
after,
he left. That was his final words.
That ended his journey on this mortal coil. That's so sad.
And then, okay, so then he says, is this like a thing? Were niggas just getting toothless head and then bragging to their friends? My dad was born in 1949 and had me at 50. Fuck. I'm 27. So I'm wondering if it's some weird older generation shit. Big fan of the podcast, came to Chicago live show and Langston special taping at Green Mill and had a blast. Y'all are my favorite podcast. With great care, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan.
That's very nice of you to like us. And I'm really sorry that your dad is no longer with us because boy, do I have more questions for him then I think you have answers.
I don't think it's that complicated, though. It was a joke. Right?
I want it to be a joke. I agree that it should be a joke. But he hung his head and said to get some head. And I don't know if that was a joking response to the follow-up.
He was probably bummed. He was like, this square-ass nigga still doesn't get it, bro.
He don't get it.
Yeah, I'm hilarious. You
what kind of boy am I raising?
Yeah, come on. Because, let's be honest. We're both adult men. We know a lot of different adult men.
Yep.
Do you know anybody who's gotten head from somebody with no teeth?
None. No.
With no teeth.
I don't believe so.
And here's what I know about dudes in head. If it's that great, it will spread. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was that amazing, people would be going out of their way to do it more.
Yeah, no, we all know who sucks the dick the best around town. That seems to be a shareable piece of information for everybody.
Oh yeah. This got weird.
Everybody wants a taste.
It's also I also think it's more of a young guy thing to say where you pretend, you know what I mean?
It sounds like Jordan's dad was the oldest man to ever be a dad. So it is a little bit of I don't know. I personally, let's start from the beginning. I certainly understand the benefits of head without teeth. It seems like a pleasurable experience, I guess, a head without teeth. I don't know why you would make that person your girl. There's no other payoff other than the dick sucking that could possibly happen from a toothless lady. Everything else feels like a big downfall.
You can't marry just for head.
Yeah, no, head can't be the reason you fall in love with somebody.
I feel like you're looking for partnership, solid interactions, great family. You can't be like, but she sucks it real good. Like, you know what I mean? You go, what are you going to do after she sucks your dick? There's a whole bunch of there's 23 hours and 45 minutes left in the day.
Bro, y'all got to take pictures. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you got to go on vacation.
You got to introduce her to your friends and your family. She can't be like, hi, my name's Alicia. And then she opens her mouth and it's cavernous in there.
Also, she's got to introduce you to her friends and family. And you don't think they're going to know why you're snooping around?
Yeah.
You don't think they're going to know? You don't think her dad's going to know? You don't think you think he's going to like you?
You think he's going to be like, oh, my son just sees her inner beauty. No, he knows what the fuck you're doing. Yeah. He wants some head.
Because his dad told it to him.
Yeah, everybody's heard it. And you know his friends have talked shit to him about his daughter. Be like, hey, no, your daughter ain't got no teeth. Fuck you, Michael. Fuck you. I'll kill you. My motherfucking daughter you talking about. I'm just saying, bro, she ain't got no teeth.
Yeah, man. I don't think this was I also don't think that many people don't have teeth. Have no teeth? I don't think it's that many.
That part I actually don't know that I agree on. I think more than we realize, people don't have teeth. I think dental care.
All the teeth?
I think dental care is pretty far removed from the average person's experience on this planet. And while I don't think that they have all their teeth missing, I think that a lot of times people have more substantial amounts of teeth missing than we realize.
Yeah, I guess I'm saying that like I'm not missing 3.
Well, you're missing 3 teeth?
Uh-huh.
What happened to them?
But it's good. You can't...
You look straight on. It looked like you got more than you need.
Yeah, it's good, right? Yeah, no. And then you hold it.
Damn. What'd you get in a corn on a cob fight? What happened?
Man, 2 of them, it's just eating shit. They just like, I think one was stress during a real bad part of my life. And then the other 2, I don't even know, but I was just eating some shit.
But that's the thing. Just the fact that like, yeah, I got all my teeth.
And I have dental now.
I'm really cruising.
All right, don't brag about it.
My dentist, she's wild every time I show up. She's like, Jesus Christ, man, how do you do it? And I go, baby girl, if I could tell you, I would. I'm just living.
It's trashy as hell. When I was a kid, I always kind of wished I was missing one. I thought it looked cool to be missing like that one.
Oh yeah, I can see that. It is kind of cool.
Not really.
I mean, not in real adulthood, but like, I used to want a scar over my eye. I used to think that
I thought
that would be cool as fuck to just have like a fucking like slice over my eye and a cool story to tell about it.
I feel like it's because there was a lot of cartoons where there was cool looking bad guys with eye scars.
Yeah, no, it was a thing for a moment.
Yeah.
I think it's cool, but I fear that if I were to invest in an eye scar, it would affect me in a way that I can't control or benefit from.
No, because you got to have that everywhere.
You got to have it everywhere, and then you turn into like a character who has to always be like a rough and tumble, whatever the fuck, and you can't be the main guy anymore in anything. It just changes your career.
I mean, wow, that made me feel bad. I've never thought about being the main guy in anything. The main guy?
That's not even the dream for you? You don't want to be the main guy?
No, I don't really like all the attention this garners, to be completely honest. I don't want to be the side funny guy.
It's almost like you moved to Denver for a reason.
Yeah, when I like first started doing this and I was like 22, I was like, man, I want to be famous. I'd be so cool. And then the older I got, I was like, well, I kind of just want to stay out the way.
Damn. Yeah,
I mean, hire me for your stuff if you're listening, you know. Langston will be the main guy. I'll be a good side guy.
Yeah, let my boy be a side guy. I'll be the main guy.
Come on. I'm one of the best side guys in the biz. I just want to be the level of famous where, like, if I pull up to my favorite taco place, shout out to Los Carboncitos, they throw a couple extra in the bag.
But they don't make a big deal.
You know what I mean? Hey, we saw you on blah, blah, blah. Would you like a horchata?
Yeah, that's tight. Yeah, I don't know that I want to be the main guy for the fame, but I do, and I do like the attention and the money. So yeah, I'll keep aspiring to main guy. But yeah,
do you like the attention? Somebody noticed me on the street because of this podcast the other day, sketched me the fuck out.
That's because our fans are weirdos and oddballs. I don't think that's...
No, she is very nice. Shout out to her. She's very nice. But I was walking where I'm always walking, and she was like, can I take a picture? And I was like, whoa. I didn't think she was talking to me. And then I was like, me? Are you sure you're talking to me? And she was like, I love your podcast. And I was like, okay.
I like attention in the way that every stand-up comedian likes attention. And I think that being a main guy only propels that, feeding that beast that we all have. Like, I don't necessarily want my
But don't you worry that there's no bottom to it?
Well, I think that's the problem with this industry, right? Is that you don't get to pick like the stopping point for your success. You either are hugely successful and can continue to grow, or you can bottom out completely and no one gives a fuck about you. And we're all just gambling to try to find some middle that doesn't exist. So yes, I recognize that this is a faulty premise, but that doesn't change me being a sick man. You know what I mean?
You don't think there's a middle ground? What about Bokeem Woodbine?
I think Bokeem Woodbine's dream is not to be Bokeem Woodbine, though.
Oh, that's
do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Bokeem Woodbine would happily be number one on the call sheet. He just happens to not be number one on the call sheet.
That's true.
And so he does hold a fucking cool spot in celebrity where everybody knows him and it's fucking cool. You know what I mean? But like, his dream ain't to stay where he's at. He's got bigger dreams too.
Well, now I just feel like I have low dreams. So I'm glad that this ended on a high note.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that wasn't my intention. But if we can
I'm not the crazy one.
Yeah, no, I think that's clear.
Yeah,
I owned up to the insanity of what I'm asking for.
Fair. And ultimately, I do think that, like, if you happen to fall in love with a woman with no teeth, that's great. But should it be something that you look for? It's going to lead you to some weird parties, some weird meetup groups, some strange after hours festival parts. Like you don't want, you can't, that can't be a driving decision.
I think no teeth should not be aspirational.
Same with ass, same with any body part. I think it can't drive you.
Yeah, I think everybody should be aiming for somebody with all their parts. And if you should be so blessed to find a person who loves you despite their missing parts, then that can also be a blessing that you cherish.
Yeah, and I think that's ultimately...
Ain't nothing wrong with a girl with no legs. There is something wrong with being like, I'm trying to find me a girl with no legs. That's right. That's an odd thing that you're doing, and you need to reflect on that a little bit.
And I think, Jordan, what your father was ultimately trying to tell you was maybe look at some non-conventional places. Beauty is all around you.
Damn, that is correct, Jordan. I think maybe what your father wanted you to understand is that the world is complicated, and the standards of beauty that we set are sometimes unreasonable. We're asked to fall in love with people who do not look even like themselves in pictures anymore. And maybe your dad just had the foresight to understand that, like, there are plenty of women out here with quote unquote metaphorical no teeth. And you need to see the beauty in them as much as you see it in the women with all 88 teeth in their head.
Is that how many there are?
No, I don't think so. I just picked a random number and felt confident about it.
I did too. I believed you.
I think it's 32. 30. That sounds right. How many teeth we got?
That feels light.
32 is too little?
I don't have 32 teeth.
Well, that much is clear.
I mean, even at the height, I don't think.
Most adults have 32 teeth, which is 12 teeth more than children. Among 32 teeth are 8 incisors, 4 canines, 4 premolars. Okay, I tried my best. And 12 molars, including 4 wisdom teeth.
Okay.
That's it. That's all we know. Now I'm a dentist.
DDS.
Well, we did it. We ended weird.
We did something. Did it.
Yeah,
I think we started weird.
It wasn't our best start. It wasn't our best dismount, but we definitely clocked it in.
Also, that's what you guys keep coming back to see, the growth.
Yeah, you see the growth, and sometimes growth means us falling apart at the seams, even as we've done hundreds of episodes together.
Yeah, I feel good about it still.
Do you want to tell the people where they can find you and what cool shit you have going on?
Yeah, Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram. All my dates and stuff are on there. And then, watch Royal Crackers on Adult Swim or Max, wherever you want. And that's about it. I'll be out and about. Denver, I'm going to be trying to do a lot more shows locally as opposed to out of town. So keep your eyes peeled for that. You have some fun with me.
Yeah, go see David live in Denver. And if you live in Los Angeles...
I'm really good at stand-up. I feel like people forget that I do stand-up comedy. I swear to God, I'm good at it.
No, you're fucking hilarious. And people should go see you perform your jokes and do the thing. And if you want to see us be funny together, the Netflix is a Joke Festival is May 5th, David's birthday at the Comedy Store, 7 p.m. We're selling tickets. And by I mean, I assume it's on some website somewhere. So go ahead and get those tickets. We want to sell that out. There's going to be cool guests. There's going to be fun fucking surprises. We going to cuss. It's going to be a great time. And I guess it's in the show description. I'm assuming on our Instagram and other places. But if it ain't, bitch, use Google. You know how to Google Comedy Store, My Momma Told Me. It ain't that hard. You are a very capable adult.
We only need 180 of you to do it. So
yeah, it's just
how many people fill that room?
That sounds about right. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's like that big of a cavernous space. So yeah, we need a bunch of y'all to commit and show the fuck up. And if you don't, we'll end the podcast that day. We'll shut it all down if you don't show up.
And listen, we're agreeable. We'll take pictures with you. We'll hold your babies, whatever you need us to do.
I'll hold your baby.
You want Langston to slap your ass? Langston will slap your ass.
I'll slap your ass. You think my marriage is going to keep me from slapping your ass? You're out of your goddamn mind.
He needs to become a main character. That's ass slapping territory.
You think Steve Buscemi don't slap asses? You're wrong.
Come on.
You're dead wrong.
You want me to give you a piggyback? I'll give you a piggyback. You can jump right up on my back.
That's good side character behavior. And as always, if you want to send us your own drops, your own conspiracy theories, if you want to tell us exactly how you like your ass slapped, send it all to mymommapod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Get the merch at mymommatoldme.merchcentral.com. I can't imagine there's more for me to tell you. Like, subscribe, do all the things that are meant to be done. That's it. Bye, bitch.
Motherfucking mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode.